What is up? What is up? What is going on, beautiful people? This is Jay here from ZTA. As always, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your week is off to a nice green start, even though it's the middle of the week. I hope you're still green either way. I wanted to show you the trade performance of our newest update and our newest version to TradeOrFade that had an absolutely monster day yesterday, man. When the market trends, if you have a proper trend algo, if you have a proper trend bot, you would absolutely capitalize on strong trending days. And this was one of the strongest trends we've seen in a few weeks. The market and NQ in particular has been really choppy and range bound recently. The market is about 1,000 or so points off of its highs. And so we really needed a bounce. We needed a strong rebound day, and we just needed a continuous trend intraday. And yesterday, April 23rd, was that day. And man, if you had this thing enabled, you would have made so much money. I caught the move. A few of our clients and customers and users caught the move, and I hope you caught the move as well. And if not, this is really an opportunity for you to get the trader phase system and really apply it to your NQ trading. We just released version 1.9, which has a few new parameter settings and a few new performance improvements, and really takes the performance on NQ in particular up to the next level. So just wanted to showcase how it performed yesterday, April 23rd. The market, as you can see here, opened up higher, and so we gapped up. And to give you a little more context, Trader Fate specifically is a gap-based algo, meaning it needs an opening gap in NQ to even think about taking a trade. So the market has to either gap up and continue higher, or the market has to gap down and continue lower. So if you have no opening gap, trade or fade won't even look for a trade, right? If the market opens up completely flat, it will just ignore the price action and not take a single trade, right? Something that you as a human often struggle with, right? Sitting on our hands, staying still, not feeling pressured to actively take trades and try to make money. Some days, if the market price action is not currently conducive to your strategy, the best thing you can do is just remain cash, sit down, relax, and just do something else. But humans are not conditioned to move in this robotic, computerized way. But fortunately, our bots are. And so it's only going to take trades once it has met its very, very specific criteria. So here again, we have an opening gap on NQ. You can see that on April 22nd, we closed at about 350 here. And on the 23rd, we opened up around 426. So we had a nice little opening gap up here. And what Trader Fade is looking for is just a continued push higher in the hopes of catching a trend. So let's hit play here and see how the day and how the morning played out. So we opened up higher, we get a little pullback. Okay, we start to get a move, we get some more pullbacks, and then boom, strong green candle, and immediately hops into the trade. Here we go. We keep pushing higher and higher, and we're net long at this point, one contract. Here is where the magic happens in Trader Fade. It likes to add to its winning trades only. Boom, it hit the target. Okay, pause, pause right there for a second. I want to just take a minute here to pause and highlight and break down what exactly happened. So, as I said, the market opens up. We kind of have some opening chop here. We push higher, get stuff. But once the momentum starts to actually show its hand, these purple bars here are signal bars. And so it says, hey, this seems like a good opportunity for me to go long. And so it hops in here, one contract. We're not taking four, five, six contracts. We just take one contract here. And then as we continue to climb and push higher, it adds an additional contract here. And then we end up hitting final target here around 5 to 75. So we close out those two for a net profit in total was 2,900. And it looks like it might have taken another entry on this bar. So yes, the first trade was a net gain of 2,900, but I paused it after its second entry here. And so that's why you see, and so that's why you see here we're unrealized about 265, right? Because we entered here a second separate trade and we pulled back slightly. Okay, so let's keep going. I want to show you how the day progressed. And so bear in mind that one full trade has completed so far. We enter along one, we add another, and we hop out at our profit target here, and we're now net green on the day. Okay, we're now long one contract from our second trade around 1040. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's see how the day goes. All right, and so we're down on that second trade as of right now. We're down. We're in a pullback, and we start to get a little bullish action here. We're back in the green. Nope, nope, we're down. We have this massive stuff candle, and yet TradeOrFade is completely calm, completely relaxed, completely composed, and just doing what it's programmed and coded to do. And as you can see here, we're now net green on the day again, very short-lived as we continue to pull and chop around a little bit. But I want to see what happens as each bar prints. So we're going, I'm gonna actually speed this up a little bit more, 500, let's see. Okay, so we rebound and now we're at highs again. Slight pullback, and we keep going. And here is where another very interesting thing happens. So remember that we took an initial trade here. We were long two, we sold out of one trade. We took another entry here. For that second trade, we now added an additional contract here, right? And so currently on the day, we're up unrealized an extra $1,000. Let's keep going. Let's see how things progress, right? Because we might have a pullback here, may get stopped out. We're not quite sure what's going to happen, So let's see how it plays out. Adds another contract there. And so let's actually talk through what happens here. So we we added a total of two additional contracts on the second trade. So here is the initial entry, here is the first ad, here is the second ad. And unfortunately, in all of that chop and just range bound action, we get stopped out on the second trade here for a loss. But we're still net green on the day, and so we're not quite complaining. But if we would have continued higher from here, man, you could have had a 4 or 5K day very easily. Now, I'm not going to complain about a 26, 27, $3,000 day, but it just really shows you the power of adding to your winning trades and letting the bot and the computer do things that we as a human, you and me often struggle with, allowing the bot to do things and to leverage its robotic programming and coding nature to execute these trades, right? So let's keep going. Let's see how the day ends. Let's see. Okay. I think we I think we only took these two trades, and so I think we end the day at 2620, right? I think we ended up ending the day around 2620, but a lot of you might take a look at that 48, $4,900 unrealized and go, man, we should have stopped there, or the bot should have locked in more profits, and so on and so forth. And here is the thing I always like to explain to our clients and to our customers and to our users is that the bot is programmed to do a very specific thing. If you start coming in and you start changing up its code to, add trailing and to add ATMs and to manually exit on red bars and stuff like that, it's going to affect the entire performance of how the bot has performed in history, right? And so the entire historical backtest gets changed for each change you make in the current present environment. Now, what you can do as a human is you can choose to trade and choose to use TradeOrFade specifically in a semi-automated way. Meaning, if you hop in here and you see that you're up 4 or 5 K on the day, it might behoove you as a human to lock in that 4 or 5K day and call it. But just know that the more you interfere and the more you come in and you turn them off manually and you manually exit trades, you're messing with the data set and you're screwing up the statistical probabilities, which might work in your favor. Sometimes it might work out in your favor to come in and manually close a trade. Other times it's going to hurt you, right? And so I usually don't encourage our clients and our customers to manually mess with the buy and exit trades early. But if you insist on using it in a semi-automated way, if you insist on using it in a semi-automated way where TradeOrFade, takes the initial entries and adds, and you check in every now and then and you see how much you're up, and according to your goals for that day, week, month, and your own risk profile, you can choose to manually exit a trade. Sure, sure, go for it. I won't stop you, but trying to code in um, very specific things to make it lock in more profits, it's not realistic as it's going to affect the entire back test and the entire performance in the future as well. And so you really just want to rely on statistics and you want to rely on the math of how it's currently coded and trust that it has been trained to take the most optimal trades. And if you get stopped out, stop outs are completely normal and it happens to the best of us, right? So great, great green day overall. You made 2,600 bucks. It took one initial contract here, added one here, bang out at two at the top. We took another shot at it, added a full size of three, and we get stopped out on trade number two. Completely normal. It happens all the time. But your net green on the day because that morning winner was so massive. And some folks come in, take that morning trade, see that he's up 2, 3K on the day, and just turn off the bot. You know what I mean? So it's really up to you. It's really up to you to figure out how you want to manage it and how you want to use it. Are you going to use it fully auto, as in you trust it to take its own predefined, pre-programmed entries, management, and exits? Or do you want to trade it in a more semi-automated way where you trust it to take the entries, but you might want to come in and trim some profits? You might want to attach an ATM to it. You might want to manually trail and so on. Sure. But me, I want to free up as much time as I possibly can to do other things, right? So I don't want to be looking at a chart all day trying to manage trades, right? So I usually opt for the full auto route, but again, many of our clients use it in a semi-automated way, and I wanted to just showcase to you and show you that you have the option. And so, as always, man, this is Jay here from ZTA. If you guys have any questions about TradeOrFade V 1.9 or any of our suite of algos, feel free to check us out at ziontradingalgos.com. Feel free to hit us up on, Twitter or Instagram and YouTube here in the comments. And please, if you guys can, drop us a like on the video. We're trying to grow our channel here and we're trying to grow our community. And so it's really important for us to increase our engagement. And so if you guys could just like the video, we would appreciate that so, so much, man. And as always, again, this is Jay from ZTA, and I'll talk to you guys soon.